Welcome to SMTAi 2025 here in Rosemont, Chicago. I'm delighted to be joined by Chris Dayney, who is the Technical Marketing Manager at FUJI, FUJI Americas. Yeah, so welcome Chris, nice to see you.
Thanks Trevor, we're happy to be here. Always, we love to have the time to showcase our equipment and to talk to you about the trends in the industry.
Okay. So you've got two machines that you're showing here this week, the latest versions of your NXTR and also the Aimex on. So can you perhaps give us an overview of what the key features and are of both these systems?
We brought to SMTAi this year our latest innovation in pick and place equipment, the NXTR-S and the Aimex III. Both of those are true modular systems built for scalability and flexibility. These, our latest platforms, have an increased productivity capability, higher speeds, and even more quality features are built in now that were just not available in previous versions. So this is definitely our fastest and most high quality systems that we're showing here.
So what sort of additional features did you add to these new ones?
Well, the NXTR-S is as it has been a series of the NXT series. It's a modular system. And so each module has the ability to mount placement heads that we have all new heads with higher speeds. So scalability in that we can add more modules to increase the amount of speed and higher quality in its ability to map panel mapping and as well the touchdown contact sensing, which is all new for the system. Allows us to have a better feel for when the part is landing on the board, even in the event that the board's warped or the parts are not the right size. So that's
better than using a laser, for example, to check for warpage. You're actually touching the
Indeed
the
it is. We have a system that does check the part's height. It's a side-looking camera that does recognize the component's height, the component's pickup and placement quality. Meaning if it isn't carried properly during the pickup to placement, we can detect that and intervene real time. We can also adjust that part height with that part height sensing capability. Now the touchdown contact sensing's on top of that. So although we do still check part height and we panel map, we're using a sensor to detect that the part is touched even if it's warped. That way we don't release the vacuum and let go of the part until we know it's touched down. And as well, if it's warped upwards, we don't exert extra force. So that's new to the R series. Of course, the NXTR has the variant which is a full autonomous. That full autonomous system has really taken the industry by a whirlwind.
Yeah, it's a superb machine, but I mean, it's pretty much for the high volume guys, the tier ones, to be sure. But you know, you get the benefit of it being, you know, it must help with changeovers. It must also help with the quality and reliability you get from the yield improvement.
Yeah, the A or autonomous version is really well equipped for those, like you said, tier one. But even those smaller high mix sites where changeover is pretty often. Having an autonomous system to perform that changeover reduces the burden on the operators of performing that feeder exchange, since the robot's doing that. So this allows us to focus more on that kitting area where we're setting up those products. So you can have 2 or 3 products at the ready, allow the robots to perform that changeover. And to your point, yes, the quality. Robots they don't make the same mistakes that humans can.
So what sort of productivity uptick do you get from using the NXTR?
Well, the productivity uptick is in changeover and the speed in doing it. That's about a 30% increase in your overall productivity with a full autonomous system. We can also reduce operators by having the real loader system on the machine. So we're seeing both a reduction in manpower and an increase in productivity with a full autonomous system.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I really love about your systems, of course, is the modularity. You know, you can interchange the heads quite easily. You get access to everything very easily, and even on a maintenance side, you know, you can get access to all the parts that need to be serviced.
Yeah, you're right on. The NXTR, I love showing how we can slide that module all the way out so that the technician or operator is standing really right on top of where the PCB is. That's truly a maintenance man's dream come true. It's one of the toughest things for us is to climb inside to get at stuff when things happen. You got to get inside them. They designed it very well. We have designed it very well in its ability to undock and the hot swap of the head, nozzles, and
Yep.
feeders,
Yep.
and then jump them over to our automated maintenance tools,
Yes.
which makes it a much simpler and easier to use.
Yeah, I mean, you're the first one I've seen with all these automated maintenance tools for nozzle cleaning, for feeder cleaning, and also for head cleaning. You know.
Placement head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those tools, not only do they clean, but they also perform a nice inspection. And so having the ability to get a head cleaned, check its flow, and know when it's clean, this is how much vacuum and how much flow I should have, lends for better quality control. We know which ones are performing the best.
Right.
That, and then as well the nozzles. You know, we can clean them, we can air blow them and say that nozzle's clean. But we actually do a flow check, a sliding resistance check, and we perform vision inspection that the tip of
Yes.
that nozzle is not cracked.
Yeah.
So that's a quality check that you can actually store for the lifetime of the equipment. Hey, when it was brand new, here's what the flow and here's what it was. Over time, we notice here's where we start to see where we got to
Really?
clean it. Yeah.
So you can really track any kind of degradation or trend.
And that's a better predictive system for performing maintenance than, well, I do it once a month.
Yes.
I just do it once a month.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
now we're able to look at the quality and reliability of feeders, nozzles, and heads, and perform our maintenance on demand as it's needed for,
Yeah, and doing it in a real data-driven exercise. Okay, so I mean, Fuji is known as being one of the top 4 suppliers of pick-and-place equipment, but you're really known to be in the top bracket for the tier 1 guys. Here in America, a lot of the manufacturers are mom and pop shops or tier 2s. You've got the smaller machine, the Aimex, but how do you cater for that market?
It's a good question, Trevor. And we do have a platform we call the All-in-One Machine Expander, or AIMEX. That platform has been out for quite some time, and it really lends itself to the smaller site that needs a lot of feeder capacity and doesn't want to invest in a lot of equipment. So our aim, all-in-one, a lot of feeder capacity and a very wide range of component handling. We can handle from ultra small devices to very large odd form components. And we can do that in one platform. So there's no need to have multiple platforms for that. The Aimex III, our earlier versions of it, came in a compact version for space saving. And as well, it came as a single or a dual robot system, or single and dual lane. So having that where I can get a compact series system with a single robot, a single lane, I can kind of budget the options to where I can meet some of the needs of the financial aspect of some of those smaller shops that they don't have the money to invest in a full high-end system.
Yeah.
But Fuji's very happy that we have both platforms. They're both high-performance machines. They both have some very high-quality features built in.
Yeah.
And you get that with Fuji. It's as I mentioned, the IPS sensor, panel mapping. We also offer the ability to do LCR testing, component verification. And both these machines come with our Nexim host software. Nexim has built in many of the features that were previously options.
Yes.
Now we include everything: material verification, parts management and warehousing, multiple BOM and CAD combinations for model and BOM.
Yeah.
And all of these features that were previously, kind of options or maybe options elsewhere, we want Nexim to be everything you need in one cost. You buy the machine, you buy the software, you'll have everything you need to run.
Really?
No need for that annual renewal or, I got to add another option or another feature. And don't get me wrong, we have options, we have features too.
Right.
But just out of the box, Nexim is ready to go.
And how easy is Nexim to use? I mean, and to program and that sort of thing.
Well, it's very easy. For one, it's all icon driven. So even if I don't have time to train someone in their native language, I can use those pictures or those icons as methods to go at the tasks that need to be done. We do it all with one tool called the Smart Operation, and it's got simple links to functions like production functions you need to transmit and change over, data functions for job and part management, statistics for defect analyzing and management monitors. All those come with it. There's no need to have extra. Of course, as I said, we do have options and features for those kind of high-end stuff that you want to do special.
Right.
Nexim is very simple, and that it's icon driven.
Right.
And what I love about it is, when I was the instructor for the company, so I used to tell folks, once you get inside Nexim, just so you know, everything is a hyperlink. So just about anywhere you click, you're going to be able to get a drop down to do something. You're going to get help on that object.
Right.
And so that's usually day one. I just say, hey, just so you know, help is always there. It's real easy. Everything is hyperlinked. Unlike the old days where, the software is a Windows-based file, edit, view, tools you got to pull down, find the tool and search for it.
Yeah.
It's pretty right at your fingertips.
Pretty intuitive, yeah.
Yeah, we really like it. Again, as the instructor, I could get you up to speed on Nexum a lot quicker these days.
That's great. So, I mean, I think just to finish off, Chris, there was a couple of partnerships that you've taken up recently, which have been quite unique.
Yes.
One with Arch Systems, which is the market leader basically among the tier 1 guys for MES systems. And the second one was with Cyborg, the Israeli company, which is very good for looking at counterfeit components and that type of thing. Do you want to mention briefly how they fit into?
Certainly, we're really excited with both those partners, Arch and Cyborg. Let's just take Arch for one. Data analytics is really, as I call it, that digital twin. And we handle that for our equipment very well with our management monitor and our defect analysis tools. But when we have sites where they have equipment in multiple locations, that headquarters wants to see what all of them are doing. Arch kind of covers them all. It'll show the statistics for the FUJI line that's running in this country and other equipment running in other lines, and it shows it in a uniform manner in which everyone can view and drill down to that factory, to that line, to that machine, to that feeder, and that was why.
Right.
So with Arch, we're really opening up the door for a much bigger digital twin, much larger, encompassing data analytics.
Absolutely.
Cyborg is very unique. I don't know of anyone out there that's doing quite this. But Cyborg is using both our vision and an AOI's vision system. They are collecting that information, doing those images, and doing a much more detailed analysis. Specifically, we're looking at the font of a chip's device to see if that is a font type that is true or not counterfeit.
Yeah, used by the original manufacturer.
Yeah, used by the original manufacturer, as well as little defects, little hairlines.
Yeah.
Now, our machine vision can find those, but we're looking for leads bent, size and shape and orientation. Right. Cyborg takes that extra level.
Yeah.
It will prevent counterfeits and detect cracks, chips, FOD, foreign objects on parts, and intercept that immediately.
Right.
And what I think is astounding is Cyborg is doing this in milliseconds.
Really?
So there's no delay in the machine's vision processing, which I think is fantastic.
That is incredible. Yeah.
And my first take on it was, so is this cloud-based? And you will need to send our images out.
Yes.
Because some of our ITAR sites,
they like to do it on-prem. Yeah.
So they've just released their newest version, which is cloudless. So it is local.
Yeah.
Yep.
Local.
ITAR sites, they don't have to worry. They can load that database. It can be all local.
Yeah.
I think that's a really big
huge
feather in their cap for them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great.
Yeah, we're happy with Cyborg and Arch.
Yeah. Well, lots of exciting things happening. We could spend all day talking about them, but for now
I would love to, Trevor.
I know. But for now, I want to thank you, Chris, for coming in and spending some time with us today and talking about Fuji.
My pleasure. Thank you, Trevor. Okay. It's, as always, great to be here.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.